Hi. I'm going to be doing a little bit of an energy report. I want to talk a little bit about the current energies that we're in and what to expect kind of the rest of the week. We've had kind of a busy week energetically, and we're going to continue to kind of have a lot of energy coming in. So I'll do an energy report. I'm about to do Lemurian Oracle cards too. So if you're going to want a card, just go ahead and drop your name or a comment as I'm getting this set up. Give me a moment to pull it up. If you're just finding me, take a second to share this out. Also, I always need you guys to. So take a second, share this out, drop a comment if you're going to want a card. I'm going to get started in a minute. I'm going to talk a little bit about this week's energy. A lot of people are feeling that we have a lot of kind of crazy energy going on. It's also really good for manifesting. We still have kind of a lot of that mixed galactic energy hitting us. The Schumann resonance last night was at about 60 hertz, so we can see that, you know, the normal frequency of the planet is usually between 7 and 8 hertz, and is kind of going through the roof as we're going through these huge influxes of energy. I really pay attention to what's going on the planet. The energy's coming in. I'm real into science and stuff like that, and a lot of these energies are not being measured. A lot of, you know, the science that we have available is more for measuring solar energies and things like that. And so while we may be getting a lot of solar energies during this time, there's also a huge influx of galactic energies. We can expect to see a couple more of those waves hit us even before Samhain. And we see that, you know, this kind of opens up a huge energetic gateway. I was trying to explain to someone what that means, and in a basic way, there's such a high influx of energy, it creates kind of a porthole that we can be using in a very adept way, right? We know that energy is pure magic, and so this is a really powerful time for the intentions that we're putting out now, for the manifestations we want to see. We're getting ready to wrap up a decade, and it's time to really think about, you know, where your path is taking you, where you want to go as the co-creator of your reality, and things like that. So we're going to expect that this energy is really going to amplify. We're also shifting into Mercury retrograde. So a lot of signs, especially if you're like Gemini or Virgo, you might really feel that. It really depends on the rest of your chart as well. I've already been feeling it. I'm kind of Mercury ruled as well. I'm about communication. A lot of you guys might be feeling like, you know, you're going into hermit mode, taking a second for yourself, and that is okay. We have a lot of powerful energy coming in, and I think that this energy the past few days, then you can really look at how you were feeling in this energy. If you were having like ascension symptoms or having a hard time, then you have a lot more inner work to do. And, you know, a lot of people are feeling these, you know, frequencies changing, and it's been kind of hard on the body. Our body's going through some serious ascension upgrades. Everything about our DNA is changing and evolving. So pay attention to how you're doing this week as well. It can be an indicator of how you're handling the new frequencies, because as they're saying about the California wildfires, they said this is the new normal. This is what was told to the mainstream news this morning. This is just the new normal, I guess, on this planet. So things are kind of changing. We're seeing a lot happen collectively, including like the California fires and lower frequencies areas being affected. It's very important that we're taking this ascension seriously and going within and doing the inner work now, because the people that are having a hard time in these energies now are going to have a really hard time come 2020. The frequencies are just going to continue to amplify, and more of this energy is going to continue to come into this planet. So it's very important that we're taking care of our body. That's a big part of who we are in this experience. So more taking care of yourself, more self-care, more detoxing. It will help you handle these new frequencies better. Stay high vibe too. We're going to find that, you know, a lot of third dimension can make people really sick in these energies or not feeling good, or, you know, can create resistances. So it's really important that we're also staying extra positive with all of these energies coming into the planet. We have a lot of weird paranormal stuff that happens this time of year. It's kind of one of my favorite times because the veil is pretty much gone. And so we can really access the spiritual, the other realm, other dimensions. A lot of people are going to continue to have really vivid or crazy dream experiences, messages coming to you from the other realm, feeling spirits, maybe sensing spirits, seeing them. This is a time of year where we should be honoring our ancestors, the goddesses, the gods, and it's a really powerful time spiritually. I forgot to mention it yesterday. I do have an event on this page for Thursday, and I'm so ready for it. If anyone wants to hang out with me for Samhain, I'm doing a ceremony. You have to purchase a ticket on my site, and I give you an area to add you to. It will be a live healing event. It's going to be a powerful ceremony. I have my boyfriend who's going to assist me, and he is also kind of a druid. So we're kind of combining the things that we're into to do a ceremony that's going to be very powerful. If you're interested in it, just go find the event section on this page. I keep throwing it out there too because a lot of people don't know I have, you know, a group section on this page too. So if you're into this type of stuff, maybe go check out the groups that I do also. My link is above if you need me afterwards. I am manifesting students and anyone that needs Akashic readings, healings, activations. To set that up, you know, you can just hit my business page inbox or my site. All right, this is also, well, before I get into, I'm going to get into these Lemurian cards, and I'm very into past lives. I work a lot with the past life Akashic to, you know, bring more understanding to our soul's journey. It's always amazing to me that every one of your experiences would have been, you know, tied to all of your past lives and how you ended up here, this beautiful journey of the soul. And this is also a powerful time for tuning in to the past now. This is a time where the past, future, and the now are all one, and it's easier to access information about ourselves pertaining to our past lives, things we may have forgotten. So this is a powerful time for kind of tuning in to your own past life experiences as well, hence why I chose those cards today. Let's see. And make sure you guys share this out also. Let's see, we have Stephanie Gibson. Love it. Unlock your gifts. You're working on your third eye right now. Sacred gifts, energy, senses, pure love is the key. We're going through a lot of upgrades this week. It's the best way I could describe it. Like, in the last 2 weeks, if we want to get technical, we've been going through a lot of physical upgrades. A lot of people are feeling it in their third eye, whether it's like buzzing, vibrating, hearing frequencies, maybe headaches, maybe just feeling sensations there, maybe feeling an expansion, maybe just feeling like you're using your third eye a lot, whether it's downloading, you know, things like feeling the need to meditate, tune in, be alone. We have a lot occurring with the third eye at this point in time, and it's going to continue to expand. You know, a lot of people that would have had past lives in these powerful places like Atlantis and Lemuria would have had abilities that we couldn't even begin to grasp yet with the third eye. And that's where a lot of the power would lie, realizing the natures of reality and how we could, you know, through using our thoughts, manipulate our reality, as in manifesting, drawing experiences to us. Work with your third eye more. Carly Moss, love it. Lemurian egg. Rest, regeneration, divine potential. I always describe this phase that we go through spiritually like the cocoon. Just think of it like you're in the cocoon. I say it's the best place to be, actually, right? I say I'm back in the cocoon. It's one of my favorite spots to be, actually. So take this time to really just honor that you're going through a lot of upgrades. You're taking in a lot of energy. It's affecting the body. So listen to your body when it comes to like resting, sleeping, you know, what it is. I'm into like intuitive eating too, right? I'm into intuitive eating. I believe that we have a mix of all different types of genetics here, and that what works for me might not work for someone else. So when it comes to like the foods that you're drawn to, things like that, kind of honor that. It's really important that we are intuitively eating. You can usually tell when people want to stay away from certain foods. They're probably not good for you in some type of sense. More high vibe food, more rest. Lori Hagen. portholes, doorways into the now, letting go of the warrior. And, you know, I say that especially, I know it goes for both genders, for the masculine and the feminine, but especially the feminine has become quite a warrior after going through this experience. It's very important that we're letting that go. I know especially a lot of the indigos, right, came here as system busters, as breaking down old ways with that kind of warrior energy, but it's very important that we're finding peace within now and letting go of that. Yes, we've done our work. We can now kind of transition into this kind of crystalline rainbow phase and begin to build the new. So it's really important that we're letting go of that warrior archetype too. Joanne Marie Almott. Amazing. Flow. Release control, divine will, oceanic consciousness. We have so much fear in these places. Yes, I know, where things we're working on collectively. But we can all learn to just kind of relax and just go with the flow. And, you know, if you don't have that faith and trust in the universe, at least I always say have that faith and trust that you planned out your life to a T. So I'm trying to learn how to kind of relax and go with the flow and understand divine timing and things like that. Just kind of go with the flow of what kind of comes to you. Lisa Phoenix. Angelic ones, divine healing is upon you, divine grace and divine guidance. We have a lot of angels around us too. I like to think that a lot of our guides and angels would have kind of been with us since the beginning of time, teaching us. And so this is a powerful time for asking our angels for more assistance, for tuning into the spiritual. You know, there's a lot interdimensionally, everything that we could imagine around us to be real. So it is powerful to ask your angels for assistance, because they don't like to interfere unless we ask. Free will. Pay attention to the signs that you're getting from your angels too, right? A lot of times we get advice, we know what we should be doing and we're not doing it, right? Just pay attention to the guidance that you're getting as well. A lot of that is coming from your angels as you're kind of making this journey. Jessica Westman. Awakening. Know who you are, DNA activation. We're going to see a lot of people maybe not feeling good in some capacity. A lot of this is a purifying effect. These energies are coming in and it is helping purge out this entire planet. And so a lot of the times those are things coming to the surface, blockages being released, stuck energy clearing, maybe just a lot of energy come in, but we are having a DNA awakening that is occurring and we're being recoded. I think that it's really interesting that a lot of those kind of ascension symptoms are also detox symptoms that you might have if you were detoxing. So we can see this energy is also having a detox effect on the body, and it is purifying us more. Work on your throat chakra more too. You know, that really helps us with purifying. Jenny Krakowski. Universe, Metatron, wholeness, commune with all life, microdemacronism, star seeds, right? We have a lot of star seeds here that are here to assist and to be of service. A lot of these souls might have even forgotten who they were because we had to go through the same kind of process, kind of integrating here into Earth School. And now we're kind of seeing an awakening. I like to think that the people that are awakening now are star seeds that have been activated, right? And that I don't think that it works when we try to go wake other people up with our words. I believe it's something kind of set in our DNA that is triggered and kind of goes off, and we have this spiritual awakening, this DNA awakening that is occurring. Keep working on your DNA. Jade Taylor. Lemurian Shaman. Shadows dissolving in a gaze of truth. Going beyond fear. Initiation. Let go of fear. We're so protected, right? And we do fear ourselves and our own power because of the things that we have created here, you know, both intentionally and unintentionally. And we're kind of getting back to this spiritual place for the first time, and it can be scary because, you know, this is the unknown. We don't know what's coming. As much as everyone will tell you this is what's going to happen on this planet, on this date, no one really knows. We're navigating the unseen. If you understand consciousness, it is this, you know, aware, intelligent energy that is always changing its direction and being in the now. And so, you know, we might be on this set course and then maybe an hour later it will change his mind and want to play something else. And so it's important that we understand that we don't know what's coming. Kind of let go. Surrender to the universe. It's a big part of this. Johnny Miller. abundance, fullness of source, enough for all, open. We're going to have some really good energies for manifesting as soon as we kind of get past this shift. So that 11-11 porthole that we're going to go into next, our next shift after these series we're in right now, will be really powerful for manifesting, for abundance, and for money. And I think the whole planet could use that. We have a lot of issues collectively going on when it comes to, you know, a lot of the systems that govern us. We're going to see huge changes when it comes to the medical, any type of health care. We're already seeing it occur where we're going to have a lot of sects of that closing out, new things coming out. We're going to see a lot of shifts politically as well, and we're going to see a lot of shifts financially going through this, and not just on an individual level, on a collective level as well, as new systems are kind of being brought in and implemented. Stay positive about money. It is an energy. It's also an earth energy. So we see a lot of people struggle with this energy. Well, when we lose our connection with nature and with earth, I'm not surprised at that. It is kind of the same type of energy. If anyone's having manifesting blocks, I always recommend going outside, connecting with Gaia. Go make a manifesting list outside, right? Connect with that earth energy, because that is abundance. The earth gives us everything that we could ever want here and is pure abundance. Kathleen Thurmer. Resolution. Old timelines are collapsing. Insights. Higher self-embodiment. Expression. Just know that just know that there is a divine order to all of this, and that we have a lot occurring in one place. We have a crumbling that is occurring of the old, and we have a lot being created of the new. So we do have a lot of old timelines that are falling in, especially in the areas that you're living in. Just stay focused on the good. Stay focused on what you're seeing in your own reality. There's going to be a lot of kind of fearful stuff coming out on the media. It's very important that we're staying in gratitude for what is actually occurring in our own realities. Linda Bonham. Syrian emissaries. Dream for the new earth. Time for a magical life. And so we are working on manifesting. Stay with that. That is an ability that you're going to have to master. Joanne Marie Almott. Expression, authentic expression. Words are powerful. Truth. Keep working with your throat chakra. Everything I've ever talked about has come into fruition, especially with these new energies coming in. It's powerful for manifesting. Make sure that the things you're talking about are things that you want to see continuing in your reality. A lot of people tend to complain and talk about things they don't like, or the negative, not understanding it. It brings us more of that. And so make sure that your words are really in alignment with what it is you want to see in the future, in your reality too. We're going to find that this is where our abilities lie. That in manifesting, in speaking things into reality, and thinking things into existence, this is where a lot of our abilities will be centered around. Melissa Mitchell. Travel. Inner and outer journeys. Believe in yourself. Big shifts. And we're getting moved around a lot right now. We're noticing the energy is changing. This is a good time to be, going within, resting. Pay attention to your dreams. A lot of people might be having sleep disturbances right now with these kind of geomagnetic energies kind of kicking up and stirring up as well. Pay attention to your dreams though. A lot of you guys are starting to astral travel to other dimensions, other realms in your sleep. Once we open our third eye, we realize that really is a gateway for the spiritual. Pay attention to anything that you're remembering from these experiences. Keep working with your third eye. Kate Zen. Creation, unique expression, flow of creation, joyfulness. Donna K. Brannon. Manifest, co-creation, gratitude, divine alignment, joyful visions. And this is a time to be grateful for what we have as well. This is also a time, in ancient times of harvesting, of abundance, of manifesting. If you want to bring more abundance into your life, be grateful for what you have now. We notice we lose a lot of things materially. Right? We tend to lose a lot of things materially. They tend to not last. And these could be bigger objects as well. So it's important that we are grateful for what we already have before we're trying to bring more into our lives. Sarah Jade. Earth and air, stabilization, physical integration, mental clearing. Keep working on your third eye as well. Andrea Roberts, love it. Ear ringing. I've been having my ears ring for days too, like hearing the frequencies. There's a lot going on energetically. A lot of you guys are conscious parenting, and I think that's very brave during this time that you guys are making a spiritual ascension and bringing your kids along for the ride. A lot of these smaller children are hearing the frequencies, are very sensitive in the senses as well. So, you know, there's a lot of people that are perceiving these frequencies, especially in those areas. Andrea, opening the heart, right to love and be loved, heart healing. Keep on working on your heart chakra. Beck Wild. Heaven on earth, you're invited. The fifth dimension, new earth, spirit and matter. And, you know, we are here to create heaven on earth. I think that's why it's important to remember places like Lemuria. Because, you know, I spend a lot of time looking into these places, and I always wonder, well, how did we get here? How did we go from this to this? Like, collectively, right? We went from this to this. And I think it's important that, you know, we're going to get back to those more like Lemurian frequencies, living in harmony with nature, with the elemental realms and dimensions, things like that. So it's important to remember that we did come here to create heaven on earth. Wendy Grilly. Guidance, inner compass, support, trust your guidance, trust your own intuition. A lot of you guys might resonate with being an empath or with that type of label. A lot of you guys have done a lot of work with the solar plexus as well, and that really is a good connection to your intuition. Listen to your own intuition. Jamie Taylor. Drink more water too. A lot of times it will help with these adjustments. Like I said, listen to your body. If you're starving, eat a lot of food, right? Sometimes you shift, like we're hitting higher frequencies, and it takes our body a minute to catch up. So a lot of people could feel extra dense, could feel headaches, things like that. A lot of times these could be either blockages or the energy moving or upgrades. You know, it's different for each person. We're all kind of at our own place with this ascension and taking in as much of this energy as we can handle. Follow your own intuition. Listen to your body too. If you need a minute, sometimes you need a couple days to rest. Do it. Take more time for self-care. And Jamie Indigo. Inspire, heart, dialogue, action, passion, and community. And we have a lot of starseeds, indigos, healers, light workers, empaths on this planet during this time. And these categories are all people that are very energy sensitive. So as this planet's getting hit with tons of high frequency energy, sometimes it can be energy overload on these soul types. So like I said, make sure you are taking care of yourself. You're taking in a lot of energy. I am huge on getting outside, connecting with nature, salt baths, oils, things that help your aura. Sage. Claudia Lacotis. Fire and water, stillness amongst turmoil, emotional integration. And we're kind of at a calm in the storm right now, right? We're kind of at a calm in the storm. You know we're going to get nailed with a couple more waves of energy. So it feels kind of eerie quiet to me right now, me assessing the energy. It feels kind of eerie quiet, probably, you know, the past 12 hours or so. And you know that we're going to come through like the tail end of that storm anyway. And we're going to go into this gateway for Samhain. And so really pay attention to that energy, how you're handling it. You're meant to be that kind of still in the storm, right? Where the world's going to get kind of crazy. And, you know, these energies are having a lot of effect on people, where hospitals are overloaded from people having heart issues. Things like if you already have, you know, mental health issues, it can make it worse. Things like that. So we know these energies can affect people. We're meant to be that calm in the storm, that kind of light for other people. Donna K. Brannon. Vision of unity. Focus on the light. Right to see. Releasing illusion. Pineal activation. Keep on working on your third eye. That's one of my best gateways. It's probably why a lot of people come to my videos. I'm always in my third eye, and I'm not exaggerating. Keep working with your third eye. You guys know if you're looking to further activate that chakra, I do third eye activations. Leslie Tamara. Oh, but you're doing a phoenix. That's how I felt yesterday, right? Coming back to work yesterday morning, I was like, oh, the phoenix. Time to pick ourselves up out of the ashes. Radical purification, violet flame, surrendering, resurrection. And we see that kind of because we see that there's a lot of fires collectively. I know a lot of people are starting to notice what's happening in California, and these fires, fire energy is to purify. The world's been on fire for several years now, and we can expect that it's going to kind of continue in different places with the elements purifying things as well. That fire energy is powerful. It's meant to be a energy of creation as well. Rebecca Collio. Joy of life, trust, open your hand, share, let go. A lot of you guys are feeling the need to, you know, become more of service during this time as well, right? A lot of you guys probably have missions that you're either on or you're about to be on, or you're feeling a pull to kind of, you know, serve in some type of way. Maybe you've always been of service and just been that type of soul. I believe a lot of the older souls just kind of come here already polarized and with those orientations. Rachel Mayfair. Oh my god, I love it. Birthdays during the gateways are great. I always tell people that usually powerful souls would have traveled into this dimension through portholes and would have used these gateways to incarnate into this planet as well. Happy birthday. Rachel, multidimensional, multiple dimensions, timelines, be you, don't even try to fit in. And a lot of you guys have realized we're not really fitting into the planet, and we're not meant to. We're here to create something new. If anyone felt like they weren't that great at the prison planet paradigm and things like that, don't worry. We weren't meant to fall into that planet or that world. We're meant to create something new. We're going to manifest something new now. Let's see. Stephanie Gibson. I love it. People looking to get into healing too. Why don't you check my site out? Come take a class. It's everything I'm here for. Stephanie, crown, right to know, go beyond attachments, divine alignment, keep on working on your crown chakra. The upper chakras are powerful. We're seeing for the spiritual, for connecting. I like to describe the lower chakras as the material, right? They rule the material, and the upper as the spiritual. So a lot of people are really in their head. Make sure you guys are grounding as well. That's why it's been really powerful for me to connect with the earth, because I'm in my upper chakras a lot. So that connection with the earth, which is also a goddess, I was just explaining, and we know the goddess is awakening, right? And, you know, hopefully shaking off any type of enslavement, control dramas. And we see that the earth is going through this process as well in its own ascension. But connecting to the earth will be really powerful for you since you're in your upper chakras a lot. James M. Trey. Rising to Pleiadian frequencies, sacred bond, healing, clear space for higher energies. And a lot of you guys are going to start to feel really good in these energies. A lot of you guys didn't feel so great in real dense, kind of dark places and lower frequencies. Are going to start to feel amazing. High states of bliss, euphoria, right? Being able to flow, being able to instant manifest, coming into abilities, feeling tuned in, more intuitive. You know, traits that you might be a starseed and feel more at home in these kind of galactic shifts. Emma Bagwell. Know yourself, meditate. Who am I? The veil is lifting and opening, and we can, you know, come to a million different variations of that question because our soul is so vast, and that's what this is all about. If you want to know your soul, look around at the collective. It gives you more of a picture than your life because we are vast, right? We've had all these experiences, but, you know, that question is going to continue to come up on deeper levels. Who are we? Continue to kind of look into this stuff. Judy Stansberry. Divine blueprint, source, self-embodiment, inspiration. You're ready. And we've been preparing for this, not just this life, but many lives, to get to this place where we could be talking about having a global kind of mass spiritual ascension. So these are powerful times for humanity. I think we could look around and agree things really couldn't keep going on like this, right? It's coming at a cost spiritually. And so this is a really important time. This is the time we chose to experience. We didn't choose to go back to Lemuria and beautiful places again. We came here to, you know, stand witness to the experience that we're having now. And it's a very powerful time for everyone right now. Nancy Roswell. Arturians. Pure white light, DNA healing, sacred geometry. A lot of you guys have guides from different star systems, galactic teams, a lot of assistance. Tune into it. Let's see, Wendy Grilly. Nurture, self-healing, Ruby Ray, birthing the new earth, and you are a manifester as well. These are powerful abilities, so we need to be very careful with our thoughts, unlike other people. I was explaining that, you know, when you have these abilities of the mind, you could be thinking about not just your life, but other people's, and these things could happen. So it's very important that we're taking care with our thoughts, especially with these new energies. Angelica Grant. Way of Pearls, liminal space, new energies, time of growth. And you know, we're really going through a crazy metamorphosis. This is not about the material, what's around us. As we're seeing in California, you could lose the material in a blink of an eye, right? So it's very important that we realize that that is imminent. In order for a new spiritual world to emerge, we're going to be losing a lot of what we know. And the only thing we can be working on is ourselves. This is an earth school. We know that when we die, we don't take the material with us, right? It wouldn't be very important anymore. I think what is important is your lessons, your connections, the experiences that you had here, and we're kind of getting back to the spiritual now. You can only really work on yourself during this time. I know, right? Keep on working on yourself. Honor your body as your own temple. It is a sacred space. Maureen Molina. Divine Feminine. Receive your birthright. Unconditional love. Keep working with those feminine energies. You know, I believe we are gods and goddesses on many levels, and that, you know, we can come into those energies and it's very powerful. Work with that goddess energy more. Marie Lynn. Blu-ray being, direct divine expression, bridge between dimensions. Once we wake up, we're able to perceive a world that a lot of people aren't even tuned into or know that exists, right? And so we kind of become a bridge between worlds. That's like these energies as well. They're really a bridge between worlds and assisting us in crossing that bridge to a new dimension. We kind of become like those portholes ourselves, right? We kind of become like a gateway ourselves. You wouldn't believe the amount of people that might have seen a post of mine or a video and suddenly it opened up an entirely different world that they didn't really know existed right here in the same place. So us awakening is powerful. Every person that awakens on this planet, an old timeline and reality falls in and they emerge onto a fourth dimensional timeline and, you know, kind of begin forward at that point. So this stuff is really, really powerful for people. As you're changing your frequency, you know, you're bringing different energy into your reality and the places that you reside in, whether it's your home and your family or your work or places you're going, even grocery shopping and doing the mundane. You're bringing a higher frequency energy into these places. We can see the effect of that normally this planet was at such a low frequency, and then we see the frequencies going through the roof. You know, so the more that we empower ourselves, the more that we're doing this for the rest of the collective as well. We don't need everyone to wake up. We just need to vibrate higher with the people that are awake, and we can shift this entire planet with us into higher levels of consciousness. So just try to find your light, try to vibrate higher, do more of what makes you happy, what lights you up, more of what you think is fun. Kevin Cosmos. Star Children, no veils, psychic, different, cosmic, inspirational light. Keep working with your third eye. I think that those that have, you know, abilities of the mind, and we're going to come into more and more things like telepathy, telekinesis, and these amazing abilities. I think that fear is our biggest obstacle when it comes to our psychic development. And it is something that blocks our abundance. It's something that when we have this fear creep up, that it will block, you know, our manifestations, what we want to happen. We might even create things we're afraid of if we're thinking about them enough. So we really need to get past that illusion of fear. We have nothing to be afraid of, right? We're always creating, and even if we've had bad experiences, we created that too, so we're powerful. The more crazy of an experience you had, you know, probably you have a stronger manifester. So pay attention, work with your third eye, let go of any fear with this stuff too. Vesno Milos, arise. Know and flow as the love that you are. We're trying to get out of the third eye, actually, and get into a space of love. I know, things I'm working on here, right? So we're trying to do a lot of heart chakra work. Keep working with your heart chakra. I think the planet needs that divine feminine motherly vibes, right? That everything is okay kind of vibes during this time. That healing priestess. Try to stay more in a space of love too. People really just need love during this time. Robin Benoit Galateri. I love this. My favorite card just because of the picture. There's the rainbows. Integration. Forgive yourself and others. Reunion. Let go of the defenses. Open the door. Yeah, we were taught that people were scary and that this is a scary place, and then we begin to sabotage our own, manifesting, because a lot of times, what you're manifesting will come to you through the universe sending people to you or encounters that are divine. Let down your defenses. Be open to the people around you. Work on your root chakra more too. I think if we connect with the earth more, a lot of that fear will kind of just go away for good. Let's see. Terry Locke. I am reading Lemurian Starseed Oracle, something that I found here in Glastonbury when I was visiting there. And I really love these cards and resonate with them because I do Lemurian classes as well, so I'm really into this topic. Terry, dolphins. Play, it's okay to relax, smile, share your flow, have more fun. You also get the Atlantis connection as well. Tina Weatherford. Earth Angel. Kindness, sensitivity is strength, higher perspective, divine abilities. Ask your angels for more help. As we're changing our DNA, we're becoming more angelic, right? We're holding more and more light. We're becoming higher and higher frequency. It's also making it easier for our angels to be able to send us messages. If we're at a real low frequency, it's almost impossible for them to be telepathying us because of the frequency difference. So as we're continuing to raise up in frequency, our angels are able to better communicate with us as well. Pay attention to the guidance that you're getting. Let's see, Lori Adams. Key to your freedom, healed inner child, create inner safety, self-kindness, time to mother yourselves. I think that, we had a very hard path here. I think everyone on this planet did to kind of get to where we are now, and that we have a lot of inner child healing to do. We suddenly become very consciously and aware of hopefully our traumas, right? Our traumas, our hang-ups, things that, we've been programmed like. Time to really work with that energy. Work on your heart chakra more. Just take really good care of yourself. Be the parent that you didn't have, and it will heal you so much as well. Vicky Pendell. Inner child attunement. Go within, listen, loving parenting. You're also working on inner child wounds as well, right? A lot of you guys will be parents. I mentioned that earlier. A lot of you guys will be conscious parenting or are conscious parenting. In whatever way that is meant to be like a karmic release, and in you kind of doing it differently, it's meant to, absolve any of that. And so you can kind of live in love and kind of experience it in a different way. More heart chakra work. Bridget Logan Yeadon. Cosmic heart source. You're working on your heart chakra too. Source of all, true home, just be, heart connection. And our souls are leading us home. It might seem kind of random. Nothing is. Everything is always planned out, just as planned, synchronistic. Just pay attention to where your soul is leading you to. Keep working on your heart chakra. More love, more self-love. That's how we can really master love too, by loving ourselves more. And then we become more magnetic, and then it kind of, attracts the right things to us. Harold Morphin. I see the detox comment. You guys can always hit my business page inbox, and I have a really good list of vitamins that will help you detox too. A lot of times we are full of metals or toxins or maybe even traumas and poisons that get stored in the body, and so I'm huge on using herbs like chlorella and turmeric and detoxing, and I have a nice little list I put together of what I use to keep my body nice and clear. I think that we're going to see things like 5G continuing to be rolled out, right? Healthcare that's not good for us, maybe foods that aren't good for us, maybe air pollution and things like that. So I always recommend detoxing, and if you guys want this little vitamin list, just hit my business page inbox. You know, you guys can find these things usually on like eBay, Amazon, any local healthcare, but I'm huge on things like chlorella, spirulina, turmeric, ginger, and things like that for detoxing. Herald, Cities of Light, Telos, Adama, Inner Earth, Etheric Retreats, Family of Light. And you know, you for sure have a galactic connection to even be kind of watching this video or be drawn to this place. So we're getting a lot of galactic knowledge that's coming back to this planet through us, and we're kind of the ones bringing it back. You have a powerful connection with the stars as well. Joanna Lower. Peace beyond survival, peacemaker through inner peace, resolving ancient splits. This is a powerful time, like I said, to be tuning into the other realm right now. Keep working on your root chakra. Keep working on staying grounded. We have a lot of help in the other realm. We have tons of ancestors, loved ones, guides, angels, maybe galactic guides, right? We just have so much help in the unseen. Prayer is a powerful way, or meditation, to call on that help as well. Sarah Moss. Star connection, guidance from the stars, galactic self, unified field. And as we're raising our frequency, we're going to have more and more of these galactic encounters too, right? So we're raising our frequency and we're able to kind of download more and more advice as well. Let's see. Johnny Brugier. Surrender. Release misaligned energies. Reattune to your truth. And you know, once we wake up, we're kind of a mess. That's why we have such a deal to heal on this planet. Once we go through this process of a spiritual awakening, we probably learn that we probably have a lot to heal. And this is kind of where we start. And through us healing, this is how we tend to come together and back into alignment as well. Keep on working on your energy. It's going to be really important in all of this. Sandy Wu, Storm. It's okay to feel it, cleanse, collapse of the old, realignment. And you know, you are the storm as well. We're kind of, I'm like, oh God, I have to come back and do a video and I need to become my own storm in this storm energy as well. We can kind of become our own storm. A lot of you guys won't feel so great, maybe going through some of these shifts. And you know, the best way to do it is when we have this crazy energy, just flow around. So even if it's like going grocery shopping, doing things on your list you needed to do, home projects, getting outside, try to stay flowing around this week and moving around the rest of the week, like through Friday, because it will really help with these energies. When we lay around and don't feel like moving, it can make you feel like stuck, extra dense, maybe you'll feel worse, things like that. So I always feel a lot better kind of getting things done in these energies too. You're someone that is supposed to be harnessing these storms. Not everyone has these abilities, but we are learning how to play with energy, and we're learning that we have abilities with energy. And so these storms can be really powerful for healers, for light workers. I always see everyone kind of buzzing around during these kind of shifts that we're going through. Learn how to use them for manifesting, for things you need to do. Let's see, Melissa Sue. Heart of Ascension, keep on working on your heart chakra. Expansion, love for all, playfulness, release the past. Time to let go. We need to do more karma releasing. So the best way you can do that is just kind of forgiving yourself and everyone you learned with. We weren't quite ourselves, kind of going through this experience asleep. So more heart chakra work. More letting go of anything you're holding on to. Usually these are things with ourselves, not other people as well. Allison Dogman. Synchronicity, opportunities and divine timing, open to change, divine outcomes. Pay attention whether you're seeing number codes like 1111, right? 222, 333. It could be just something that kind of stands out to you, something, you know, things being sent to you like feathers, pennies, right? Things you're seeing, kind of things that seem like a coincidence. These are not random experiences. These are messages that are being sent to you, whether it's dream experiences. These are glimpses of another world that we're learning how to tune into and to navigate. Tracy Zellner. Stepping stones. Take the next step. Let go of the old paradigm. A lot of people will see the speed, right? And they're going to think that they have tons of time to do these things in their life, right? Oh, I can do this next week, next month. No, now is really the time. We see that we kind of have a planet that is going through a powerful transformation. And if there is something holding you back from living your dream life, it's time to let go of it right now. It's time to take that leap. And we always want our path laid out for us before we jump, right? It's never going to happen. Time to jump. Time to follow your passion, your bliss. Is there something that you would rather be doing in your life? These are all really good questions to be asking during Mercury retrograde. A lot of the times we're going on the same path and we're, seeing the same results. Is there another path that we could be choosing during this time? So, we do have options of kind of changing things around, doing something different, but now is the time to kind of make this leap. Helke Horcherner. Ellen of the Ways. Attune to nature's signs to find your way. Follow your heart. It's really important that we are tuning in and becoming one with the earth energies again. It's going to be how we find balance on this planet, restoring the divine feminine. So it's really powerful for you to be connecting with the earth. Try to get outside more, even if it's like, getting more fresh air, walking around barefoot, doing things in nature. Laura Burns Bloss. Cosmic circles. Create sacred space. Embrace unlimited possibilities. It's an important time for your space as well. We got some things for our Samhain ceremony we're doing for our house. Weird little things, right? We got some things and we're just working on more sacred space here. So make sure you guys are saging and taking care of the energy in your house as well. A lot of people are not saging and I couldn't imagine living like that. I couldn't imagine living like that with never clearing the energy in your house as well, because we kind of are very sensitive to our surroundings. Make sure you're saging your house, taking care of your space, maybe bringing more of the spiritual element into it. Just as we're treating our body as our temple, we should probably treat our space as sacred as well. Patty Ann. Shine your light, wise action, space for grace, Kuan Yin. Make sure you're using the violet flame. A lot of you guys have that ability or are tuned into those energies because we're meant to be transmuting things. So we have a lot of negativity that's going to continue to surface. We're not meant to, take in frequencies and kind of put out the same ones. We're meant to be transmuting the negativity, turning darkness into light. That is what alchemists do. So, make sure that you're putting out high vibrations despite ones you might be getting around you. Candy Noble. Divine Cosmic Mother Womb. You're loved, you're safe, rest now, sleep well. This is an important time for healing. We're getting hit with a lot of upgrades and activations, right? So make sure that you're staying focused on your healing. Take care of yourself. I keep saying more self-care if you guys are feeling the need. Let's see. Larry James Hudson. Crystal Child, your natural core, pure innocence, removing falsehoods here. We're turning into crystal. And so, I'm talking about DNA last night, and I'm talking about how they basically have reverse engineered us. And so we should be, we should be a crystalline base anyway. And for them to turn a crystalline body type, which was the first original kind of template they had, and turn it into a 2-strand of DNA carbon-based body is like reverse engineering a diamond, right? So we're turning back to our crystalline nature, our crystalline core. And so, your bones that were formerly made of carbon are going to be now made of very similar material to a quartz crystal. We know that crystals are powerful for technology, for, things with frequencies, healing, and things like that. We're going to be much more sensitive to our environment, whether it is the things that we're watching, seeing around, frequencies, and things like that. So take care with your body, kind of honor where you're at with us. Ren Patrays. Share space, telepathy, co-creation, communing, honoring. A lot of you guys are tuning into telepathy or beginning to. Sometimes you can tell how someone is what someone is thinking, or just what they're feeling, or tell what emotion someone is in, right? Or maybe you're just getting a knowing, getting information, or becoming very telepathically tuned in. That is an ability, not an ability found in the mind. It's one that is found a lot like light language within the heart chakra. Keep working on your heart chakra. You're coming into these abilities though. Nelson Salinas. Depths of love. Let go of fear to jump into love. Go beyond attachments. And, you know, choose things based on love. A lot of times in the past, we were making decisions based on fear. Like, oh my God, I'm going to do this because I'm scared this will happen. Right? And, you know, we've been giving away our power for far too long. Follow your heart, as they say. Catherine C. Varik. Family of light, signs, guidance, and ancient wisdom. If you guys are, any of you, waiting for a sign, you are the sign. The universe is always giving you signs, right? Pay attention. You're being guided, like I keep on talking about. You have a lot of help in the unseen. You are not here alone. I know a lot of starseeds feel like we just got kind of dropped off on Earth and we're alone in all of this. No, you are not alone. And you have powerful ancestors that are assisting you as well. I think that's very appropriate, since this is a time to be tuning in to our any loved ones we may have lost, or anyone in the spiritual dimension guiding us or assisting us. Let's see. Stephanie Vion. Blessings beyond the soul path. Honor all life. Exchange of joy without karma or sacrifice. It's important we're being mindful of the vibrations that we're putting out, especially, you know, when we had this new moon shift last night. This is a powerful time for seeding our intentions. So be mindful of the energy you're putting out. That's the energy you get back. So if you can master putting out a lot of love and good vibes, you'll be getting love and good vibes back. So we had to kind of become consciously aware of the frequencies that we're emitting too as well. I'm going to be getting off of here on that note, but if anyone did not get a card or needs a card or a reading, you guys know you can just go to my site and set up an Akashic reading. I am here one-on-one, powerful stuff going on. I'm also manifesting students, so if you're into this kind of stuff, maybe check out my class section.